can walk on water like Jesus! Hey, what's going on? Swifters, it's here, and welcome back to another mod review. This mod is called the Water Shader Alpha mod, and it has been updated for Minecraft 1.3.2. And what we're going to be doing today is taking a look at this mod, and this is probably going to be a bit of a different mod review than you're probably used to. Mostly because typically with the mod reviews that I do, I sort of analyze each mod or show you the new features of them. But today we're going to be kind of looking at just what this mod is and how it looks, how it changes the look of Minecraft. As I'm sure you can see on the screen right now. But also, more importantly, with this video, I am testing out how it runs on my new computer, and I'm also debating on whether or not I want to be using this mod for Season 5 of the Minecraft files. So, I am starting to sort of shape up the season. I don't know when Season 5 will be announced, or when it will be starting. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me that, but this video is to sort of get your input as well, to see if this is something that you would like to see in Season 5. So if it is, at the end of this video, please be sure to leave me a comment down below in the Swifter section, and you guys can help me decide. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this, and it is important to note that this mod is in alpha, so we might encounter some bugs. I'm going to show you guys a few little tests and things that I've done, but as you can see, the water looks absolutely beautiful, and you can see all the way down. Like, this is a really cool shot. There is a cave underneath here, and within this cave we have a underground ravine with some lava, and you can see that all the way from up here the water is very, very clear. And what this does is it sort of uses it sort of distorts the texture on the bottom of the water, or underwater, excuse me. So as you can see, it's sort of, you can see clearly in there, but it sort of has a current to it. So let me see if you can see that over here. You can see there's sort of like a little bit of a current that's flowing through the water, and it just gives a really realistic look to water in general. Now, I am using an HD texture pack. I'm using the John Smith HD texture pack because I think it looks best for this sort of mod review world, which, by the way, if you're interested in downloading this world, link will be in the description. But it is important to note that this does work with all texture packs, at least as far as I know. It works with the default, it works with the HD texture packs. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few things that I've set up over here to sort of test out how this mod works and how it looks. And the first thing is this waterfall. Now, as you can see here, and this is sort of the main thing that I noticed, in a large body of water, it's much more clear and transparent. However, when you come to things like waterfalls, the light reflects a little bit differently, and you can see sort of a lighter blue color here. It's still very see-through, it's still very clear, but the light reflects differently. And actually, what's interesting too is right here you can sort of see a different shade of color. Right here is a very, very clear, transparent color, and that's because the water, this block of water, is now dropping directly down below, whereas the one right above it is still flowing. And I'm not really sure like a really proper way of explaining this. Wow, everything's just kind of weird. That was some lighting glitches you guys might be seeing there. But basically, the way that I'm sort of relating this is, and this may not be the best thing, but if you get to a height like this, you can see that this block of 2x2 water right here is very, very transparent. This block of single dropping down water sort of has this film on it. It's like, not necessarily a film, I don't want to call it that, but it sort of has a much lighter color. What's also cool about this mod is that if you're flying, you can see your reflection. It's not very clear, but you can see my body sort of just floating above the water there, because I am flying. And even if I were to stand over the edge like this, you can sort of see my guy looking down. I guess that is still buggy a little bit because right now I do not see it. Let's see if we can... Oh, there it is. It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. But anyways, yeah, I want to show you guys just sort of how the water flows, how it looks while it's flowing. And then what I'm going to do here in a minute is we're going to fly out to, or teleport ourselves out to a different location and just sort of survey the landscape in HD with this new shaders mod. Now, one of the cool things I like about this waterfall here is I've actually placed a torch behind it, and you can see there is still some of the blue water droplets that are coming from this block right here. So the water's on top of this block, and you can see the blue water droplets are sort of dropping from below there. So that the color of those droplets are still pretty much the same as the default water. But like I said, this is still an alpha, and they're still probably making some tweaks to it. I'm just really excited that it's been updated to Minecraft 1.3.2. Now, another thing over here that's important to note, and you guys probably saw this at the beginning of the video, or right at the beginning, I was tricking you, but ice is very reflective, and it's very transparent. So it's very hard to see. It's very hard to see ice and sort of differentiate ice from water. So it almost looks like you're walking on. Almost looks like you're walking on water when you're walking on the ice, which is kind of cool. Now, what's also important to note, sort of similar to the example that I showed you guys between this block of water and this block of water, is that right here we have another ice block as well, and it's surrounded by these snow blocks. Even if it wasn't, it still sort of shows up this way. Because this block is reflecting light from within these dirt blocks, it's sort of showing as a lighter color versus all of these that are reflecting light next to each other and then with the water itself. So obviously you can tell that there is ice here just because the light doesn't penetrate as easily. The dirt below us is a little bit darker than the dirt right here, but nonetheless it still looks like you're sort of walking on water, which I think is kind of cool. And if you don't believe me that there's ice there, there's ice. Promise. So as you can see, when this block is taken away, you can definitely see that there's some transparent ice blocks here. When this block is placed, it is also very much more transparent than it was before. So it could be a little bit of a glitch, but all in all, I think it looks pretty amazing. So what we're gonna do now is I want to go to a coordinate within this world, and this is basically just raw land. I actually flew a ways out. I think the main part where I was, it was over there somewhere. I flew a long ways out, and I just want to show you guys general terrain with this new mod on. And as you can see, still some lighting errors as it loads. It's a bit more graphic intense than just your standard water. Obviously, it's using different shader, but so it is going to take a little bit longer to load. But all in all, it looks pretty legit. I think this looks really cool. I think this would be a really cool addition to the Minecraft files. We got some waterfalls down here, sort of showcasing that much lighter blue color. Let's see if we can find anything else out here. But what do you guys think of this mod? I think it looks really beautiful. I know some people have done this before. I've never done this. I've never even used this mod on my computer before. I wanted to, like I said, test this out. Let's even go to. I have fancy on. I wonder if that would affect the water. I don't think it would, but you never know. Any water out here? No. Huh. Well, we've got a really thick forest, I guess. I was hoping that we could come across some, lakes and things. I guess there were more of those. Oh, here we go. Here's some more water. I guess there were more of those back over there. But what I want to see is if there's a difference between the fancy and fast graphics. That would be kind of cool. No, it doesn't really look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Now, what's really cool is that at nighttime, I'll show you guys this here in a second when the sun goes down. As the moon comes up over here, let me go back to that same location. As the moon comes up over here, the moon will reflect sort of on the water like this. So this is actually really cool. I think this looks really realistic. And as you can see, the moon is sort of reflecting very nicely on the water like that. And as it rises in the sky, the reflection will continue. It's obviously more reflective as you're sort of looking at the water like this, but let me go to a time set, let's do like 1500 or 15,000, I guess, where the moon is a little bit higher in the sky, and you can see the moon is really being reflected into the water like that, which I think is really cool. Gives a really nice effect, a little bit more realistic than just the normal water. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button down below, and make sure you subscribe as well for more mod reviews. I tend to do a couple of these a month, and yeah, if you got any ideas on mods as well that you think I should do, please leave that in the Switcher section below as well. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!